Welcome to everybody on 247.tv. We're here in Woodcote, Reading. We're just 20 minutes west of London. We're here at the Oratory School for the Real Tennis World Championships 2006, sponsored by Laithwaites. Well, of course, 2 days ago was day one. We saw the first 4 sets of action, and it was all Australia's. Rob Fahey took all 4 sets. It was pretty tight stuff, it must be said, though, and there's a couple of times that Tim Chisholm looked very threatening and nearly took sets, and certainly on sets 2 and 4 was very, very close. Well, there's been a lot of work going in behind the scenes here. A splendid Oratory School in rural Oxfordshire, and all the signage is prepared and ready. It's hard to get tickets around here as well. It's full house. It's a royal occasion also. There's the real tennis court. And the sponsors marquee, fantastic Jaguar cars, and there's a big screen there for all the people who want to watch the action from the marquee setup. There's the dead-ons being cleaned by Mark Eagle himself, and the VIP area. Well, we're here now. The championship format, as you see on the screen, we've already seen day one, the first 4 sets. Today we see sets 5 to 8. And then if we go into more sets, then it's sets 9 to 13 we will see on Saturday. Now, just take this opportunity to run through other live action coming up on 247.tv. Of course, at the moment we're watching the 2006 Real Tennis World Championships. 3 days of action between the best 2 players in the world, and then from May the 3rd to the 7th we're in Liverpool for the Liverpool 08 Squash Open 2006, and most of the world's top players are going to be there. It's going to be very exciting. It's the biggest ranking event in Europe this year. And then the climax to the season, the finish off, is in Broadgate Arena in the heart of the city of London for the British Insurance Super Series Squash Finals 2006. May 8th to the 12th. Top 8 players play round robin format, and then finally the 2 semis and the finals on the Thursday and Friday. It's been fantastic being involved with that event for the past 2 years. So that's live action. You can see if you have credit on 24/7, then of course you can use it on the squash side of things also. Getting back to the, you can see it's terrible reading if you're a Tim Chisholm fan. Rob Fahey is 4 sets to 0 up. The first set, 6-2, was a stroll for Fahey. He really was firing from the very start. And what Chisholm threw the best he had back at Fahey from 2-2, went 4-2 ahead. And the experts here in the commentary box were really saying that Chisholm was on fire. But then Fahey raised his level, and the body language at the end of the second set as he pulled one out. Never really, don't think expected to take that second set, and it was a massive bonus for him to go in 2. Well, in the third we saw that Chisholm physically tired, and he admitted afterwards to colleagues in the area that he felt very tired in that third set, and his body language was not good at all, and he was 4-0 down in the fourth as well. Came back to 4-all, played, well, 2 of the games were 10 minutes long each, and some amazing long rallies going on there, and had quite a few deuces. But Fahey raised his level again at the end of that and goes in 4-0 ahead. Just quite amazing. Okay, so let's try and put this into some context as to what's happened in the last 2 World Championship finals between these 2 players. If we look at the scoreboard at the top, this will show you what happened in 2004. And as you can see there, Fahey was 4-0 up again after day 1, but much clearer victories, 6-2, 6-3, 6-2 and 6-love. And well, Chisholm took the first set of day 2, and well, the second set was very tight, as you can see, 6-5 there. But then the last 2 sets, 6-1 and 6-3, comfortable for Fahey as he took the world title in 2 days. Now at the bottom of the screen you can see here, looking at the 2002 final, where Fahey led 3-1 after day 1, and also took day 2 by a score of 3-1, so went in 6-2 ahead, only needing 1 more set to actually win the title. And of course on day 3 it's now legendary talk. It was over at Newport in the USA, and Tim Chisholm, well, won 4 sets in a row, took it to 6-all, for Rob Fahey, came away with the 13th and deciding set. And well, here he is on the verge of his 38th birthday. He's on the verge of a record of winning the world title for the 8th successive time. And I spoke to Jonathan Howell and Mark Edel about the tactics that we saw employed on day one, and also looking forward as to what they feel will happen today. From both camps' point of view, Tim Chisholm needs to win some sets. Okay, Mark Edel and Jonathan Howell, thanks for joining us. And well, we're here just before the start of day two. What were your thoughts about what we saw on day one between these two players?
I think at the end of the day, Rob's dominant. He's 4-love up and he's looking strong at the moment. It's very difficult to come back for Tim from 4-love down. You know, what do you think Tim's going to do different today, Jonathan?
Well, I think he's got to come out attacking. He's got nothing to lose. He has turned it around before. I think 4 years ago we mentioned on air that he came back to 6 sets all when everyone thought gave him up for dust, really. But I think he's got to come out and attack. He's got to be positive. He's got nothing to lose. And you know, I think from everybody's point of view, apart from the Australians, of course, we want to see it much closer.
I think at 4-love it sounds like very one-sided, but actually 4-love could have been 2-all.
Certainly could have been. I mean, as you remembered, the second set he was 4-2 up. He was looking strong at that stage. He then got to 5-4 up. It went 5-all. He really needed to win that set. I think had he won that set, it would have been a different matter. His confidence would have been up. But I think the reverse has happened in that he's got himself in front in two other sets as well, and Rob clawed it back. So, and I think he looked tired, don't you think?
I think he looked tired, but I think he's got to take a little bit of confidence from the fact that 4-love, yeah, it's a long way back, but it was never that one-sided. You know, he missed a few shots here and there. Today it could all be different.
I mean, the other thing to note, of course, was that although it was 4 sets, they played 4 sets. It went just under 3 hours play.
Hard tennis to take its toll.
It did take its toll.
Physically, it's tough as well. Who's gonna, you know, how do they feel? They've had a day's rest. It's a unique thing. You know, who's fresh, who's not.
Yeah, and I think Rob, what does he have to do? He has to win 3 more sets. He'll be wanting to finish it tonight for sure. And will he be playing a little bit more with anxiety? Will he be wanting to get it over? And as it draws nearer, will he be feeling tenser? I mean, we've got another packed house tonight. We've got every seat has been sold.
I know he's, you know, he's 4-love up. Is he going to relax? Is he just going to relax and think, well, I've won this? You know, he's just got to turn up. If he thinks that, he's going to struggle. You know, he's 4-love. It's a hard situation now. He's got to come out here. He's got to win the first couple of sets, and he's got to really go for it. He's got to, you know, if he wins the first set, it's going to be a real uphill battle for Tim. Then he's really got to push on now, and I think he'll come out firing, Rob, for the first set. Really, first couple of games, he'll really step into it, you know, up the pace. The big question is Tim going to change his tactics? He was serving a high side wall serve. Will he change it today, and will he come out with his railroad serve? Interesting to see if he changes tactics completely. My feeling is he possibly will. You know, just to start with, he'll mix it up, he'll change it, and I feel he has got to do that just to make Rob put a bit of doubt in his mind. You know, maybe just win the first, second game. And it's going to change. It's going to change.
Okay, chaps, thank you very much. Well, welcome everybody. This is day 2 of the Real Tennis World Championships, and you can see there that Rob Fahey is ready. He's on court, and we're here ready for day 2 of the World Championship 2006, sponsored by Leif Weights. Well, we'll just a few little bits and pieces to do at this end, but I think we're very close to being ready. There's we certainly had a few problems with traffic yesterday. It was absolutely packed, and joining me in the commentary box, very pleased to say, by popular demand, Mark Edel and Lucky. Good to see you.
Adrian. Good evening.
So if you just hold those mics fairly close to you, and we get a good volume on you. So we've heard what Mark had to say, Lucky. What do you think? Like day 1, we saw sort of some different phases of the match in day 1, and can you give us a summary of what you thought happened day 1, and then take it into what Tim Chisholm's plans are going to be for day 2, because he's got it all to do here.
He has. I think there were a couple of phases on day one. There was the first phase where it was quite close, and the other phase where Rob was kicking his ass, really. Today, I think Tim will be looser, and I think the evidence that the spectators can sort of pin their hopes to is the World Championships in Hampton Court 4 years ago, where he was 6-2 down and won those 4 sets in a row. And Rob definitely tightened up, as you can imagine, being that far ahead and virtually having it in the bag. But I suspect part one of Tim's plan C for Tim might be a plane to the States.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk a little bit more in a second, but I can see that I think things are ready on court. We're just waiting to see. Or maybe they're not, actually. Yes, they are. You can see that both players are definitely quite keen. And just looking here at Tim Chisholm, we can see on this main camera. And you know, Tim's walking around. He's psyching himself up. What do you think is going to be going through his mind here as he's getting ready for the second day?
It's a funny business. This World Championship, we have the rest day in the middle of a match. You're halfway through. Is long, and he basically just wants to start. He's trained up for it. He's ready for it. He was ready for it 2 days ago, and he's just, you know, this is all sort of getting in the way, waiting around, people with their, you know, spectators taking their seats, just trying to block all that out and get to point one, really.
What a beautiful view there on camera. You can see that our mobile cameraman is on court with Fiona Harrison there as well. And I'm now going to hand you over to Jonathan Howell, who's on court, and he's going to make the introduction of the players. Well, there's just a few little odds and ends that have been sorted out here. It's a fantastic setup. And here we...
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the second day's play of the 2006 World Championship. Before I introduce the players and the format of this match, I have the sad news that Henry McIntosh sadly left us on Saturday. He died suddenly and he's going to be sorely missed. I'm absolutely delighted tonight that Sheila and her son Alistair is here with us this evening. Henry has done sterling work for the Tennis and Rackets Association over many, many years. But it's his work with the real tennis professionals and developing the pro liaison and the basic certificate that he's been great, will be greatly remembered for. We're really going to miss him, and I'd like for you now, please, to be upstanding for a minute of silence. I'd like to thank all the people who have done a tremendous amount of work for tonight's performance. And now I'd like to introduce the players. First of all, from Boston, United States of America, Mr. Tim Chisholm. Tim has reached this final by beating Rory Gunn both in Boston and in Melbourne. A month ago, he was Steve Gogan. He's a great player, and playing some fantastic tennis. Ladies and gentlemen, from the United States of America, Tim Chisholm.
Jonathan Howell there, giving us our introduction, and Lackey and Mark Edel are still with us here in the commentary. And, well, as you can see, our cameramen are all just getting ready. Players need to warm up, but we just need to get all our wires out the way, and we can watch both players warm up. Now, sorry for cutting you off a little bit earlier, Lackey, but just you carry on about the phases of of day one, and, you know, how we saw, like, Rob just got off to such a great start. But that second set, a lot of people are talking about that was crucial, that really that was one that Tim thought he was going to win, and suddenly Rob raised his level.
Yeah, well, there's no doubt, looking back over day one, that Tim came off second best. He was good enough to bring the issue into doubt, I thought. There were a few quite key moments throughout the whole of the 4 sets, or the first 3 sets, really. Even the fourth, actually, 4-all. But I think it's significant that every time it got crucial, Rob won. He didn't win 3 out of 4 or 5 out of 7 important times. He won them all. Yeah. Which I think, and the trouble, I thought, the thing that stopped Tim winning some of those things was he seemed to lose his attack. Yeah. Having got himself in a position where he had an opportunity through attacking, he then got a little bit conservative and just tried to not lose. Yeah. And I've seen people do that against Rob before, and he's not a man to let an opportunity go past. Really, you have to beat him. You can't. He won't lose to you. You have to. And Tim's one of the few people in the world who's capable at any time of doing that. But I thought that's just a slightly conservative tinge to his game, which probably stopped him taking any of the opportunities. I mean, he could have won any of the first 3. Well, I suppose any of the first set was tough, but second, third, and fourth, I thought he was definitely in each set at some stage.
Well, this is the scoreline, as you can see: 6-2, 6-5, 6-3, and 6-4. And the fourth set, you know, I felt there were times, and I think you said later, Mark, that you know, you heard that Tim was tired at certain parts of the game. When Tim had those purple patches in the second and the fourth, he had to produce, and he had to really hit the ball very hard and had to make a big effort. But you just can't do that for the full length of a match, can you? You can't just be constantly firing 100%. And so Rob was sort of taking those on the chin, a little bit like Muhammad Ali in a way, on the ropes. He's taking them, and then he's suddenly counter-punching when the other guy's sort of all shot and his energy's gone.
That's what makes Rob a great champion, though, isn't it? You know, it's 4-love up, Tim gets back to 4-all, and Rob goes and wins the next sort of 8 points, drops 1 point, and, you know, he finishes a set, kills it off, and that's what makes him this great champion. Yeah. You know, he ups his game when he has to.
Well, we do have all 4 cameras in operation here, and we've also got sound, which...
It's only 150 like that. It's only 150 like that.
We can hear some sound. We've got we've got sound from all the cameras on the court, and we can also, of course, hear some people talking. I think this is the camera from the Dead On, which obviously everybody's getting settled down. It's nearly 6:30 here in Woodcote near Reading. So everybody's settling down for 3 hours of top quality real tennis here between these two players. Now, of course, something that was mentioned earlier was the fact that when the last time these two players played, it was 4-0 to Fahey after the first day, which was in the last World Championship, 2004. Fahey was 4-0 up, and Chisholm came out and won the fifth and managed to bring it back to 4-1. But then Rob Fahey just ran away with it at the end and won away 7-1. Now, you're looking at me surprised, but that actually is correct. In fact, I can show you a slide. Let me help you out here.
Is this the Newport match?
Yep, this was Newport. So if we look at this slide here, this is this year, but let's have a look at this slide. Now, at the top there is the scoreline from Newport. Sorry, this... Newport was when it was 7-6, wasn't it?
No, Newport was 7-1.
Newport was the last one. Right, okay, so that is Newport.
Yeah, so Rob led 3-1 after. Oh, that was 2002. Sorry, I'm all over it now.
Up at the top is the scoreline there. So it was 4-0 after the first day, 6-2, 6-3, 6-2, and 6-0. The significant thing there is that the scores those were all comfortable wins, whereas yesterday was far from comfortable. And I was speaking to one of the guys who was actually at Newport 4 years ago. Sorry, he was at the match in 2002 when it was 7-6, and he said, you know, this match today on day one was even tighter than back when it was in 2002. It was, you know, Tim Chisholm was just unlucky. Really, he was a bit unlucky that he went in 4-0 down, really.
Yeah, he had opportunities in 3 sets for sure, and he didn't to take none of them.
Yeah.
Well, to have none of them fall in his lap, you know, it's
Yeah.
if they played that match another 3 times, I don't think he'd lose 4-0 again.
This is sport for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes, and you know, you've played in World Championship finals yourself, and
I have.
you know, it's you know, sometimes these things go for you and go against you, and
Always against me, it turned out.
now the interesting thing also at the bottom there is that in the 2002 final,
He's right there.
Fahey was 6-2
Players
ahead
ready.
after 2
First
days,
set.
and Tim Chisholm went and
Level.
reeled off 4 in a row. So it is possible that Chisholm can come back and do it.
Oh, absolutely, yes. I mean, if he wins today, even if he wins 3-1,
Chase.
it's only 5-3.
Yeah.
And then he wins the first set on
Western 2.
Saturday, and suddenly it's 5-4 and it's very close.
Absolutely.
And I think that, in a way, I think the scoreline, I'm expecting Tim to play better today than he did on
15
Tuesday.
up.
Yeah.
Because I think he'll be more relaxed. Exactly the way he did at Hampton Court in 02. But it'll be interesting to see if Rob has learned the lesson of 02 as well, because he definitely got a little tight and a little conservative himself, and he'll remember that.
Yeah.
And if he can maintain his... You don't want to have the feeling that you've sort of got this in the bag and it's yours to lose. You definitely want to keep the
30,
feeling
15.
of you've still got to win.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, if Rob can find that feeling and keep that feeling, then it could be a different story. But
Western 2 and Hazard 2. 30-15.
Well, we'll have a swap here.
now the opening exchanges are going to be very interesting, I think.
Yeah.
I think the start of the sets and the ends of the sets are the most interesting. I remember reading a book by Rod Laver. He thought after you'd lost a set, the first game was
Server
super
leads
important.
30-15. Chase
sort of
Western
changing
2.
the tone of the match. I think there's a lot in that.
Yeah.
It's also interesting to see what they're serving. Having had a little think about it for a couple of days.
Well, Fahey is going for the...
He's sticking with that serve. He used that a lot.
Chase off for Western 2. 30-15. Hazard Chase 2.
He'll serve a railroad on a hazard chase, but doesn't mean much. Oh, that's not a very good serve there.
Oh,
But it's a worse return.
40-15.
that was one of those trademark wild swings we saw from Tim Chisholm yesterday. On occasion, I think he just tries to hit it so hard, doesn't he, all the time?
Well, he does hit it so hard, but yeah, he does lose control. He's sort of, you get the feeling sometimes that he's, great shot,
Very nice.
that it's the 100%ers rather than 95%ers that
First
go
game
wrong for
server.
him. Just took a little bit off it. It doesn't look very controlled when he does that. First game to Rob.
Full.
So far, no
15
change in
love.
Rob's serving pattern. He hasn't introduced anything he wasn't using on Tuesday. No reason why he would, I guess.
Yeah, well,
Shot.
it was interesting to hear that Tim was
Hazard Chase.
stating that
Better
he was
than
feeling
second
a
gallery.
little tired at
15
times
love.
in the match. And
Did
you
he
know,
say that afterwards?
Oh, apparently he said that to one of the other guys here, and you know, simply the amount of effort he has to put in to win points against Fahey, that he can't sustain that. There's a really drilled
Done that
shot
again.
there.
15 all.
There's something about the World Championship and tiredness. It's very tense to play these matches. They're different to tournaments. In a tournament, you know, yesterday you were playing the semi-final, and you weren't sure who your final would be against.
Yeah.
And you sort of turn up and you play your game. But in these championship matches where you know your opponent
30-15.
from, you know, weeks and months out, and you sort of, you think about playing them, and it's just a lot more tense. And if you don't lose that feeling you have when you start a match, it's all quite tense and you're running around, you're a bit tight, and then you get into the match and you relax, and you don't really get tense again until the match gets tight.
30 all.
Those tense feelings last a hell of a lot longer. I've played these matches and never really lost it, and it makes it a whole lot harder work. If you're tense rather than relaxed, the effort of running around and doing all that stuff takes a lot more out of you.
Yeah.
That's a great shot. And again. Yep.
Oh! Well, Fahey did the best he could to get away from that one. Let's watch that one again.
Let's keep your eye on the guys at the net.
Oh!
Look at the look he's giving. There's a slight sort of convention that you...
yeah, it's a bit of...
It's not normally done to force the ball straight at the player from more than halfway up the court. So we just...
Server leads 40-30. Hazard chase. Hazard better than second gallery.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a hazard chase again. It's the railroad.
Well, let's look at this one again. Here's the serve. And here's the return.
Beautiful.
Take that. Oh, right in the top corner.
I guess we can conclude from this that Tim hasn't given up.
Now.
Shot.
But just educate me here a little bit, Lucky.
Yep.
This symbol that Rob's pointing to his head, saying the other guy's, for want of a better word, a bit of a nutter for doing that shot. What upset Rob there?
You see the line at the far end, the receiving end.
Yeah.
There's the line halfway down.
Yeah.
There is a convention that you don't force the ball, i.e. whack it really hard. Straight at people when you're inside in that line. If you're behind the line, it's fair game.
Yeah.
But inside the line, it's in some circles.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely what Rob was referring to.
There's a replay of this shot here. This is could you call this a trademark Fahey shot here? Watch this. Dives into
that forehand.
Oh. And he seems to get the nick every time.
He puts a lot more work on that than most people, and he hits it faster. He basically cuts that so hard that there's no real getting it off the back wall. Yeah. What it does, it really obliges Tim to commit himself to that corner to get it before the back wall.
Don't worry, I'm there.
And
advantage server.
Even then, it's not very easy.
Worse than 5.
So it's advantage server. Fahey serving here to go 2-0 up in the 5th set.
He's looking pretty relaxed, I have to say.
Yeah. If you're Tim Chisholm, is that the sort of thing you need to do? Do you need to try and upset your opponent? Do you want to do things a little bit outside the convention, or is that just not the done thing in real tennis?
I think it's not going to work against Rob. Rob's pretty resilient. And for all the sort of shaking his head at the business of hitting the ball at him from that close up, I think it'd be hard to hit Rob from if you're standing at his end of the court. His reflexes and racket are so quick that
15 love.
I don't think he was upset by it. It's just making the point, really.
Yeah.
He's a pretty robust competitor. So if Tim's thinking about things like that rather than his own game, I'd say he'll lose more than he'll win.
Yeah. Great camera angles here. Beautiful shot from the ground floor level, watching the serve. And Tim Chisholm just, well...
Yeah, this is all...
Sorry.
It's all a bit easy at the moment, actually.
Yeah.
Tim's not really...
30 love.
It was a loose shot there from Tim, wasn't it? He was going for the dead on.
Few errors.
Too high, yeah.
Few roofs.
Beautiful shot there from that camera. See how many people... I think
Last gallery, 30 love.
There's no doubt that there's more people watching this match live than have ever watched a real Tennis World Championship match, simply because we have 220 odd people here in the arena, and there's a good few hundred also watching live on the web.
It was the first ever live broadcast of the game, so absolutely, definitely.
Yeah. And hello to Mike Carter, who's over in Colchester watching this on a big screen. We've got people in Bordeaux who are watching it on a big screen also.
Sure, they're supporting Rob. He's a few stints of working in Bordeaux, lots of friends down there.
Yeah.
Chuck it out.
And there you can see the champagne being passed around.
Yes,
The focus probably as good as their focus at the moment.
yeah, I'm sure their focus is quite good now. It's early days. But there's a chance that it'll be party time tonight.
That's a beautiful view there. Just
Receiver leads 30 love.
It's a fantastic view from up there, I have to say.
Last gallery.
yeah.
I went up there yesterday and had a bit of a look down. It's just, there's no better view in tennis, really. They've done a fantastic job of the court.
Yeah.
40 love.
Spent a lot of money and
Has a chase. Has a better than 2.
What a super view there.
it's become the premier viewing court in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, best stadium court now, I'd say.
A suitable place for us to do our first live internet broadcast.
Absolutely. That's a great get.
Yeah, that was very low, and he's done it again.
Game.
Oh, that was just too good.
Astonishing.
3 games to love.
Watch here. And,
Off the side wall,
oh,
middle of the racket, right where he's aiming. Shot.
and there's a call from the crowd of, come on, Tim.
15
Yeah,
love.
I recognise that voice. It was Josh Bainton. That was his
Right.
training partner, and he's got a lot invested in this.
I think there's a bit of urgency in that voice, because this has certainly not gone to plan so far.
No, not at all.
Oh,
One thing, for all his might be relaxed about it, Tim definitely has to muster some belief that he can win this.
30 love.
If he doesn't think he can win, it won't work at all.
yeah.
And that might be a scarce commodity in his locker at the minute.
15-30.
Well, how long's this set been going, Adrian?
We've been going 11 minutes so far.
Yeah, it's a quick set.
Can't,
Shot.
it's a beautiful shot there from,
40-15.
just see this shot here. Straight into the grill. Oh, very interesting camera angle. Our cameraman's been very creative here. Got a great team here. Chisholm going for the grill, and again, Fahey's defending it well.
Last gallery.
That's another interesting thing. Yeah, 2 days ago. How difficult is it to say 2 days ago rather than yesterday?
I'm struggling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Anyway,
absolutely.
but given that, normally in even play, the backhand to backhand rally, which happens a lot, is dominated by the guy at the serving end.
Yeah.
Because he's got the grill and he's got the tambour and all. And
Yeah.
it was noticeable as one of the areas I thought that Tim failed to really hold his end up.
Yeah.
And again, they had another backhand to backhand rally early here, and
And
Tim's
Rob-
had a couple of chances to put the pressure on, and it's ended up Rob's chip to gallery. And
Yeah. But Tim was going for the grill on both occasions, and Rob was there waiting for it.
Yeah.
Receiver
So, you know,
leads 40-15.
is it that Tim needed to vary it and go for the timbre and go for the...
Chase the last
if,
gallery.
if somebody sort of edges across to cover the grill,
Last
they're
gallery.
more vulnerable to the fast tambour.
Yeah.
And if they hang back to cover the tambour, they're more vulnerable to the grill. So you do have to.
Oh, lovely return.
Fantastic shot.
Game receiver, 1 game to 3.
You sort of have to be able to attack on both angles there.
Yeah, you get a good view there of Chisholm's swing. So Chisholm gets on the board for today.
More back.
Chase. Nearly a yard worse than last gallery.
I think it's important for Tim to be getting the serve a lot.
Yeah.
If he gets stuck down the hazard end for periods, smack.
Stroke.
That was interesting.
15 love.
He didn't go for the smack down the middle there.
No.
So Shaw was coming.
Nearly a yard worse. Worse than 6. 15 love.
It's another shot I thought he had a lot of profit from and could have done more of on Tuesday. That return boast back into the main wall, back into Rob's backhand side.
So, I have, as both players just change over, here's an interesting slide for you, Lucky. And I think you're mentioned in here a couple of times.
Yeah, see, look, I feature heavily in the loser column. Oh, that's kind.
88, 91 and 93.
Yeah, rather than put it down 3 times, they just put a light. That's nice.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
runner up on 3 occasions, and you can see Chris Ronaldson, who he won it 3
love.
times.
Server,
We'll get back to the action.
nearly a yard worse than last gallery.
Chisholm 15 love up. This is a big game here for Tim Chisholm.
Won the chase, 15 all, worse than 6.
Yeah, and it's sort of early on to be saying if he doesn't win this, it's all over, but 5-0.
Yeah. That's too good as well.
Disappointing.
He was in a good
30-15.
He was in a good position there, Chisholm, but
Yeah, he's slightly messed around by that, but there was a racket. They'll go down as an error rather than a forced error.
there is also a rumour I heard earlier today that Tim is actually struggling with an injury at the moment, and I don't know how true that is, but
Has a chase.
I don't know at all.
Has it
Yeah.
better than the yard.
I just
30-15.
heard a rumour earlier on that Tim has been struggling. He's been seeing a physio, so
Do we know what?
it is a bit of a shame. I don't know exactly the details of the injury.
It's not his hand.
Out of court.
No.
40-15. Hazard.
Remember, he smacked his hand against the wall. He
Yeah.
dropped his racket, and
Yeah. He was looking quite closely at his fingernails, and
yeah, he seemed to be fine after that.
yeah.
And he's wearing a knee brace, so I guess there's obviously got some underlying problems that could flare up at
Yeah.
an inconvenient time.
Well, we are live to the world here. If you're watching live, then do pop into the chat room. Lachlan Dukar is here to answer any questions you have about his
Server
failed
leads
World Championship
40-15.
attempts.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Has a chase. Better than a yard.
And I'm here to answer any questions at all, but anything to do with real tennis, I'll hand over. You can see the audience there enjoying themselves. 40-15 to Fahey. Well, the World Championship goes... Oh,
that was sloppy.
that was a strange one.
30-40.
We'll watch this one again. In fact, here we go. Here you can just get to see this. Oh, didn't really know what to play there, did he? What was he trying to do?
I don't know what he was thinking. I think he was trying to wrong foot him. He had Tim going the other way he thought.
Yeah.
And I think he was...
Chase 2.
Well, here's a good view of it. This reverse camera is a beautiful shot to see what happens off the serve. See
That's
the
a great shot.
swerve on the ball as it's going towards that corner.
Yeah, there's a lot of curl, a lot of cut.
There's the chase 2. We'll swap sides again.
That could be interesting.
Chisholm gets the serve.
Robert, that complete
Receiver leads
meat ball
30-40.
to win that game.
Chase 2.
Now he's got a game point, but it's chase 2.
Great serve there from Tim, and
Very strong return.
Rob only just got that one back over.
Well played.
It's too good.
Deuce.
Watch this from the grill camera as the ball hits the grill. Lovely camera angle there. Oh, very nice.
Server's advantage.
Last 2 serves from Tim have put Rob in trouble.
Yeah, they've been nice and tight. He hasn't really changed his serving strategy either, which I think is sensible. I thought he served well on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Deuce.
Shame. I like that tactic as well. If he knows Rob's going to volley, I like him sort of pressing up. It's a shame he didn't get it over, but
Yeah, this one was just... it was
yeah,
like a squash shot, wasn't it? Really tight on the wall.
yeah, he should have had that ready.
Oh.
We're back to deuce.
Run out of balls. Can't help himself from the net.
So how many balls do these guys play with? How many balls are running on the match at once?
60.
60?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the thing is, you want to. The balls get old, or
Yeah.
they wear out, and so they change their characteristics slightly. I mean, very equivalent, if you like, to cricket. That's not up, was it?
Oh, it's...
Oh, I want the replay there.
It's not being called.
No, it hasn't. Let's see what Tim says.
Chase better than the yard.
Let's
Deuce.
have a look at this.
No.
Oh, Tim was just going. I couldn't really see, but
No. Interesting.
I could hear a few rumblings in the crowd.
Advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's not happy at all.
Well, he's been given a chance here.
And he's
No, I bet those they're not up.
Yeah, he's making a comment there towards the
Do we do slow motion replay?
umpire. He didn't look up, did it? And
I know, obviously.
and Tim Chisholm is certainly making a comment. We can. Here's Rob Fahey just.
Not for me to say.
Yeah.
Expensive game.
Our neutral umpire there just.
Server's advantage.
Referring to the cost of
Chase
rackets.
better than a yard.
Oh, he has just smashed one on the floor.
He
And
has indeed. That might be.
I think he's changed rackets.
I'm sure he's changed rackets.
Good job we didn't have the players marked on that occasion.
He's lost the chase.
That's a very personal view, Adrian.
Game to the server.
Fahey
He
leads
leads 4
Yeah.
four
games
games to 1.
Well, that's an interesting game. If he'd won that game. He's 40-15 down. Rob had that complete city, do you remember, that he just dumped halfway up the net for no apparent reason. And
there's a finish shot.
Tim was right back in it. 3-2 would have been
1. 15 love.
very different to 4-1.
Yeah.
In sport, people often say that was a significant point, that where that happened or this happened.
Yeah.
But I think that people underestimate the fact that if somebody's given an opportunity, they still have to go ahead and take it and make it count. You know,
Absolutely.
if Rob hadn't managed to win that game, then you'd look back and said, gosh, that
Yeah.
forehand halfway up the net got back to 3-2 if Tim had won that set or
Absolutely.
something. But
Yeah.
he's made it not count, and equally Tim's made it not count.
You see it a lot in sport, don't you? It's not
Yeah.
only in real tennis. I see it a lot in squash.
That's
A decision
generic.
late in the fifth that the referee gives, and the player will use it as an excuse, and it's hold on a minute. It was another 15 points after that.
Yeah,
Alan.
exactly. Yeah.
40 love.
Well, the writing is on the wall here for the fifth set.
Yeah, it's all.
It's 40 love. You feel that Tim's just a little bit deflated after that.
If he has got a niggling injury, that'll really be hurting.
Yeah.
It's one of
15,
another
40.
sort of generic sport truth that some things you can't play with, but if you're winning, stuff hurts a hell of a lot less than if you're losing.
Out of
Yeah.
court.
It
Game
really does. I mean,
server.
It kind of genuinely
5
does.
games to 1.
It's 5-1. We'll just have a quick look at the replay of that last point.
It hit the outer court,
Yeah.
up the top.
15 love.
Oh, dribble, dribble. Come on, Tim.
Yeah. He's not happy at all. I don't think he's got a friend in the area. He's
He's,
not looking too happily at the umpire.
no, he's a bit short of ideas, I think.
Hazard second gallery. 15 love.
It's very difficult. Great view. 2 levels of full perspex, which of course, amazingly enough, to me when I first came here, I
Where's
realised
the 3?
that is all in bounds. The
15
ball
up.
hits off
Yeah.
the perspex,
Yeah.
you carry on.
You get away with it. It won't be as good a rebound or as consistent a rebound. It'll be a different rebound to the wall around it. But any ball that actually hits up there is pretty rubbish. Oh, back to this.
Okay, Lucky, tell us about these matches. You lost to the same man 3 times. Now, Tim Chisholm possibly is about to do that here. So,
Possibly.
So-
You're not a betting man, eh?
yeah,
Two leads. 15 love.
Mr. Davis
Hazard second gallery.
just had the hold over you, did he?
He's just not a very nice man, I think, is the answer. He's too good for me.
Not very charitable at all.
Too good for me at that stuff.
30 love. Worse than
Well,
3.
obviously, you weren't too
Worse
bad
than
to make the
3.
World Championship final.
No, that wasn't the problem.
Lost it 3 and 4.
But he was.
Do you feel that the format, like I was having a little conversation earlier about
15
this,
30.
and that the format that you have to play a number of matches to then challenge the champion, and in many, many sports now, of course, you have a separate tournament, which is the World Championship, and you would have to win 4 or 5 matches to get through. How do you stand on that?
Well,
40
interesting.
15.
I like it because we have it, and it's been like that for hundreds of years. You know, it is the oldest continuously
30,
run
40.
championship of any sport,
Yeah.
and it's a hell of a thing to throw that away. It has an equivalent in boxing, and where people, they all
Yeah,
sort of bash
absolutely.
each other up, and the last man
gallery,
standing,
30, 40.
with half a head gets to play the guy who's fresh and ready to go. But
Yeah.
so I wouldn't change it. I'm not sure I'd set it up like that if I was starting again.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change it.
Well, welcome aboard, Jonathan Howell. Good to have you on board.
Thank you, Adrian.
And if you're in the Tim Chisholm camp, you're not going to be too happy at the moment. 5-1. Did you see that
Server
suspect
leads 30,
double
40.
bounce?
Chase for last gallery.
We were just calling a knot up there. Were you around there?
Yes, I saw Drew had a long, hard look at that, and I'm not sure he was convinced, but you've got to go with what the marker calls.
Yeah.
Game in the set.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
There we go. After 25 minutes.
I have to say, I think, Lockie, that's the best I've
First
seen
set
Rob
server,
play
6 games to
that
1.
set.
Second set level.
He was awesome.
He is great. I mean, he is great, though, isn't he? He's comfortable and relaxed.
Oh.
I was wondering if Tim made a fast start, it'd be interesting to see if he was aggressive or defensive. But Tim hasn't really. Too many errors.
It just seems whatever Tim can do, Rob's doing it better.
Yeah, he can do everything Tim can
Next
do and
ball.
other stuff as well.
And he can cope with what he's doing.
I can't hear his mic doing. It's okay.
I've just been
15
out
love.
in the upper galleries, and it's
Thrill for the spectators.
packed up there. I mean, it's huge. I mean, there's got to be 230 people.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
30 love.
And they all seem to be enjoying themselves. We've had some good close-ups of the champagne bottles being passed along. And
Yes, I haven't arrived up here yet.
no,
No.
it's very bad. I think it's just Mars bars we seem to be getting here.
That's no good. We'll have to change that. If anyone's listening.
Yes.
40 love.
Oh, beautiful.
Well, Chisholm has a chance here to take the first game.
Yes, it's been a while since he's had that chance. It is disappointing. I heard Adrian was saying the rumour of a potential injury to Tim at some.
I just heard that Tim possibly
Having
is
physio?
carrying an injury. He's having a bit of physio, and I'm sure we'll find out later on. How bad that has been, and if it has affected his game.
Yeah, he's been quite upbeat about it. I think it's more preventative, but
40
he
love
certainly
server.
he had the physio in
Chase
this
4.
afternoon, strapping up his thigh. He has that bit of a knee problem. I think it's all sort of everything else sort of is out of kilter at the moment.
Yeah.
He's played a lot of grueling matches over the last 6 weeks. It's taking its toll.
15, 40.
Well, he has to win this game.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think that he has to win a whole lot of stuff. Oh, that's a good shot.
Oh,
That was fast.
Get that
30,
back.
40.
I did enjoy the one that
watch this one again.
Tim smacked at Rob. Did you catch that?
Yes, it is.
Game server.
He won that game. Good.
And we'll see this from behind.
First game, second set.
Call of come on, Tim.
Josh Bainton again, ever vocal in support of his man.
There's a few Americans down there tonight.
Yes, I think the Champagne Bar will be doing good trade. Both camps with plenty of reasons to drink at this stage.
15
Oh!
love.
Something's gone right.
He'll
He'll
take that.
Yes.
Certainly will.
Absolutely.
15 love server.
He needs a few more things like that to go his way.
I've just noticed that the former world champion has staggered up the stairs.
Yeah, if you can get that graphic back about people who've played in World Championships, I'll make way for Chris Ronaldson.
Absolutely, I'll bring it up in a short while. But Lucky, thanks for joining us, and Chris Ronaldson has
Better than
joined
last
us.
gallery, 15 love.
Lockie's gone to find that champagne bar, I think.
Yes, good evening, Jonas. Good evening, Adrian.
Good evening, Chris, and 3 times world champion yourself. Not bad going, my friend.
Yes.
83, 81, 83, and
15 all.
85.
Yes, that's 1981, 83, not 1881.
I thought it was the other one.
Well, Lucky was very. We showed the graphic, and I'll show it to you in a short while.
But, Lucky was very, very
30-15.
envious.
So what's been the conclusion on the match so far?
Rob's dominant.
You know, I've never been so aware as I was walking around the galleries just now, and what a difference in physique there is.
40-15, better than last gallery.
I think it's partly to do with the shirt they're wearing, which it makes him look like Tarzan, but Rob just looks so much more powerful. Tim hits the ball very hard indeed, but he seems to be doing it by just swinging everything at it, and therefore he's making more mistakes.
Yeah, Robbie's definitely moving very well, isn't he? So here's the slide. And you've been a busy man, Chris. In 79 you played Mr. Angus.
Yes, I lost 7-love then.
Okay, well, talk us through those matches.
Won't take long.
Give us a 1-minute history of 5 attempts at the World Championship.
No, that's I think my Alzheimer's
40-15,
prevents that.
chase better than last gallery.
Well, you got revenge on him
Better
the following
than
year.
last gallery.
So if you lost 7-0 in 79, you beat him in 81. It wasn't bad going. You did play in those matches, didn't you?
I did, yes. It's a slightly different game in those days.
Game, 1 game all.
So Fahey gets back to 1-1 here.
1-1 second set.
Yeah, I noticed the other night, actually, watching Tim's body language, that he tired very quickly after the second set. I think it really drained him. He put everything into that second set, and he must have been devastated he didn't win it. He had his chances.
Yes, especially as he was 4-2 up that set and looked in control.
15 up.
He'd won 9 points in a row at that point and just let it slide.
Yeah.
I've just got a quick question here from real tennis player. Lockie, what was it like to stop Wayne winning the British Open?
Well, if Lucky was here...
Lockie's in the bar.
Lockie's gone, hasn't he?
Well, I can answer that anyway on Lockie's behalf, because Lockie won the British Open 6 years running, from 86 to 91 inclusive. And he almost always beat Wayne in the final.
Right.
And he did it because he used the Queen's Court particularly well. Queen's is a back wall court, and Lockie was the best exponent of back wall play of his day.
Can I ask what you mean by a back wall court?
Yes, all courts are different. Probably no more different than in lawn tennis. You go from a grass court to a clay court, but certain courts it's better to play the balls off the back wall, and certain courts it's best to try and get in there early.
40-15.
And Queen's, especially in those days, was known as a back wall court.
Right.
And Lockie for a while was pretty much unplayable there, wouldn't you say that, Jonas?
Yeah, I mean, he was a great retriever, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And whatever you could put into the corners, somehow the ball just didn't die, and he was always there.
Yeah, great long arms. And
Well, Chisholm's making an
receiver.
effort here. He's just taken that game. And I think I'm right in
Receiver
saying,
leads 2
here's
games
a
to
test of
1. my
my real test knowledge, that's from the wrong end.
That's absolutely right, Adrian. He's
There
when
you
you say
go.
the wrong end, he was from the hazard end.
From the hazard end, there you go.
Most people really that dominate the game want to be at the service end.
15 love.
yeah, and on average you'll find that even in this match, something like 55-60% of the points are won from the service end.
Right.
He's forcing high though. This will be put away.
30 love.
So good reply from Fahey straight away, winning the next 2 points, 30 love up.
Yeah. Tim's tried a few of those driving shots at the dead on, but he's just been a little high, hasn't he, on more than one occasion.
The problem when you miss the dead on, it's really sits up. It's a bread and butter shot for someone like Fahey. That was a good force, well received too. And that time, no mistake. There's a lovely shot into the dead on from the main wall. And he's got to keep hitting
15,
the target.
30.
He's got to be at the top of his game all the time, I feel, against Fahey.
Very much so.
Another unforced error.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't really be going for a winner on the half volley like that, should he?
No, he really slapped at that, didn't he?
40-15.
You can hear he's not too happy with himself either.
Boom.
Yeah.
Quite aggressive. As you say, he didn't need to be, he really just needed a gallery. Better force.
Worse than second gallery. 40-15.
I don't know if we get an opportunity to look at Rob Fahey next time he's up at the service end playing the rallies on a close-up. I was watching him earlier. after he's served, a little smile comes across his face. He
Yeah.
really enjoys playing this game. Just as the opponent's about to hit the ball, a little smile comes. A man who enjoys his business.
I think he's certainly enjoying himself at the moment, isn't he? He looks
Even
quite
leads,
relaxed.
40-15. Chase worse than second gallery.
Great camera shot there.
Game.
That's the trademark face. Return of serve. Immaculately executed.
2 games all.
Longest rally of the day so far.
Well played. I think that's the first time I've seen Chisholm win a long rally.
Yeah, well, that's what he needs to do. He needs to be
15
more
love.
patient.
Yeah, good force. A lot of power in that shot, isn't there?
And so much disguise, too.
15 all.
You've got no idea whether it's a straight one or a boasted one.
Boom. Good shot there from reverse angle.
Would you say that that's one of the most important shots really in real tennis, when you're able to receive the serve and you can hammer it, punish it into that far corner, or you can go for the dead on off the side wall?
It's really the way these top players play these days, that if the serve is short, they volley it into forehand corner. If it's deep, they play the
As
main
in
wall
second
force.
gallery, 15 all.
So as a server, you're trying to control which of those two options you want. Do you want the receiver to cut the ball into your forehand corner on the volley, or do you want him to do a main wall force?
Yeah.
Which would you rather, Jonas?
Main wall force.
What was your...
Is this from the service end?
Yes.
Cut the ball into the corner.
30-15.
Reverse angle shot here. This
Oh.
time, Fahey goes down the line.
Yeah, the ball curled beautifully into the dimmel. He's very confident, isn't he, now?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be? 5 sets to love up.
Yeah.
But both Fahey's points have been virtually identical, but one of them he's hit on one side of the dead on, and the other one he went off the side wall, showing his ability.
Has a second in the
Rob's
last,
very patient,
30-15.
isn't he? He's not trying to hit winners all the time. The balls there sit up, they just sat up nicely for him, but he wasn't going to make a winner. He just got himself back to the service end.
Yes, I think it's partly born of that confidence, but I'm still impressed by the difference in the physique, that Tim has to really work hard to hit his balls hard, and Rob just seems to be able to lean into it.
Yeah, he almost looks casual, doesn't he, when he's sort of returning his shots. He seems to have a lot more time.
He's changed the way that people play this game too, with his emphasis on core stability.
Absolutely. That was a good shot there earlier, of the upper and top gallery. Absolutely
Server
packed.
leads 30-15. Has a second gallery.
The crowd are urging Tim on. They want to see more tennis.
Yeah.
30 all, last gallery.
Perhaps they got tickets for Saturday
I was
as well.
just about to say that, yes.
Well, we have to say, if it is over tonight, we have a very good contingency plan. We've got a world-class doubles lined up.
Who's involved then, Jonas?
Well, not you and I, CJ.
Won the
You'll be
chase.
pleased to know. We've got these two.
40-30.
Both agreed, Chisholm and Fahey, to partner the best amateurs in the world, David Woodman and Spike Wilcox.
I would actually love to see doubles myself.
It's
I imagine doubles is very entertaining.
It's very entertaining, very exciting. It'd be great to watch.
Deuce.
And who defined those two as the best two amateurs in the world?
You're going to tell me they're not now, aren't you?
I think Mr. Happel in Australia
It's
might
so
contest
boring
that.
having you here.
The best two amateurs available in the world.
Exactly. That's what. Didn't I say that?
I'd certainly accept the best two amateurs in Britain because they played the final of the amateur 6 weeks or so ago.
So if you're watching this, Mike Happel in Australia, I'm really sorry.
Well, I will confirm as well that we will be streaming that. We will have live coverage here on Saturday.
Oh, that's excellent. So I think a lot of people would like to see doubles.
Serves advantage.
We're talking as if this match is over, but you never know in sport, do you?
No. Tim Chisholm was quite
Chase 1 and 2.
audible. It's a good shot here from Chisholm.
It's going to be interesting, this shot, because it's a good chase 1 and 2, cut into the corner there, beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Fahey couldn't get it back, but his advantage down.
Called 1 and 2. What do you reckon it was? Donna's about better than the yard?
Well, I have to say, I haven't got my glasses on.
Well, we were debating. There was
Who's
a
playing?
great shot here. There was a debatable not up earlier on, which Tim Chisholm wasn't very happy with
Advantage
at all.
receiver.
And,
Chase 1 and 2.
I'm not very good at lip reading, but I don't think it was very pleasant, his comments towards the umpire at that point. And he did then smash his racket on the floor.
A bit frustrated.
On the chase,
Oh.
till half a yard.
Oh, there you go. What a great shot. Beat it on the floor. Chase 1 and 2.
Here we go.
Very little room to play the ball. And that's
Fever
such a
leads
tough
3
shot.
games to 2.
God, that's an amazing shot. Talking of Australia,
Sorry.
talking of Australia, Chris, I hear there's a prospect of 2 brand new courts in the heart of Sydney.
Yes, that'd be wonderful because we've just lost a court in Sydney. And if this game's got to go forward, we've got to take these opportunities.
Well, I know I went to a talk in
Has
Melbourne
taken better than 2.
a couple of weeks ago and listened to
right.
John Alexander, who gave a very good presentation of the new revamped White City where they used to play the Davis Cup, and he's very, very keen to put 2 brand new real tennis courts.
So how can our listeners help then?
Well, apparently there's some share options available at only $8,000, which is about £3,000. We need to get to over 300 people taking those shares to make it a goer. And anyone
You're saying we, John, so you in part of this?
I might have a share or 2 in this, but no, it'd just be great for the game, wouldn't it, to support 2 brand new courts in the heart of Sydney.
Wonderful.
Hazard. Second gallery.
John Alexander, the famous lawn
Hazard,
tennis player, of
second
course.
gallery.
He's just started to play real tennis.
Has he?
Yeah. He doesn't know the rules yet.
Nice shot here from Chisholm.
Love chase better than 2.
Yeah, that was a nice volley on return.
Love.
So Chisholm goes 30 love up in this game. 3-2 down.
Well, at this stage, if
Chase worse than 2. 30 love.
Robert Fahey takes this set, that's 6-0, and we're in a situation where Tim Chisholm has to win 7 sets in a row.
Don't think that's been done before.
No.
Oh, well. We haven't seen that before in this match. Watch this one.
15-30.
It's the first time we've seen this in the match. Just
Ace.
completely died.
That's a perfect serve. You used to bore us with 1 or 2 of those serves, didn't you, Chris?
Yeah, well, what do you think of the serving strategy of this match, Dennis?
It's hard to be aggressive on this penthouse. It's not too steep.
Yard, 15-30.
I think Tim's errors the other night, if you like, if there were errors, was that he didn't serve deep enough. I think he was inviting Rob on the volley too often.
Yes, but they're both serving to a plan, aren't they? They both serve.
Yeah, I think Chisholm is trying to slow the serve up as much as possible.
leads
He's not
15-30.
serving any railroads, is he?
No.
Worse than 2.
A lot of height on the serve, a few bobbles, making the ball.
Worse than 2.
I think
Bounce
this is going to
along
be a
the
bobble
penthouse.
anyway.
Yep. Take it off the back wall. That's what he needs to do, get a good length. There we go, won the point. Yeah.
40-15.
That was a good deep
Chase
serve,
yard.
wasn't it? He couldn't volley it.
Yeah, if you force Rob to play a boast like that,
You're in with a chance.
Yeah.
Although he does boast well.
Oh.
It's not a winner, though, is it?
yeah.
That's a volley again. See, bang into the double.
Yeah. We'll just see this one again.
It's great control, though. That's not an easy shot.
Oh.
Yes.
Must be really demoralising when you're playing a player like that and he's just sort of picking out corners that are dead on at will almost.
I think the thing about Rob is there's no real weakness. I mean, he can force as well, backhand, forehand, cut the ball both sides. He's patient. That's why he's arguably the best player the game's ever seen.
For my money, he certainly is, yes.
And you remember the first one, don't you?
I remember Henry VIII, yes.
Well, we've got Rob the 8th here.
He certainly is King Rob.
Yes.
It'll be Rob's 8th world title.
Less than 2, better than 2, juice.
Is that a record, CJ?
He's equaling, if he wins this match, he equals the record held by Pierre Etchebaster.
What's the first one? Worse than 2.
Well, I've got to say, let me just bring this slide up. Because I think we were talking about the James Mail issue. And we were having a look here. Rob Fahey, he's won in 94, 95, 96.
Worse than 2, juice.
98,
Worse than
2000, 2002, 2004. So not counting the match against James Mail, which is in yellow there, we've actually got him at winning. Actually equaling Pierre's record already, even not counting that walkover match which you mentioned, Chris.
Well, that's correct. I believe that with a victory this week, he will be equaling Etchebaster's record. And my own personal view is that the match against Mail certainly doesn't count. No match took place, and Mail withdrew 5 months before the scheduled event.
Right, I think I can...
So if you'd like to delete that from your record, it'd be very good.
Game server.
We'll have a look at that in a second. Fahey takes another game and he's gone 4-2 up here.
Server leads 4 games to 2.
And he was 40-15 down that game too.
Yeah. Well,
it's a familiar pattern, isn't it?
Nice shot there.
Chase better than 2.
We'll talk about this a little bit later on, Chris, but...
it's pretty much now or never for Tim, isn't it?
Yeah.
If he doesn't make a move soon, it's going to be too late.
But certainly according to the... looking through the record books on my side, I've got... not including that James Mail match, so not including it, Rob already has equalled Pierre's record. Beat Wayne Davis 3 times in 94, 95 and 96. Then Julian Snow. Then Wayne Davis again. And Tim Chisholm twice. So that's 7 titles. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Right.
1 win and 6 successful defences.
Okay.
30-15.
But my understanding is that Pierre Etchebaster had a win and 7 successful defences.
And you're absolutely right. So I bow to thee.
Took a while though, didn't it?
Yeah, I got there. But I did see an Australian website which was claiming that that did count as a the James Mail match did count, but I think it's fairly accepted that that does not count on the record books.
They do a lot of strange things down there.
Well, it was the French yesterday. Interesting to watch this from the reverse angle.
Oh, that's a wonderful
No,
shot.
not up.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. Oh boy. That's good
And
play.
back to the main angle here. Watch this shot. Ooh.
Yeah, it wasn't up. And I know our sponsors, Lathwaite's, are extremely happy with the way the tournament has panned out. Apart from the obviously the result is everyone would like it to see a little bit closer. The neutrals, that is.
TV leads 40-30.
The coverage has been fantastic. The attendance has been wonderful.
And
Lots of people are drinking Laithwaite's wine too.
I understand you had a good wine tasting evening last night.
We certainly did. Of course, I just stuck to water. So, well, the odd glass of Margot. Getting frustrated now.
Advantage receiver.
Watch this shot from Fahey. How many points he's taken from that style of shot.
Game.
And it's 5-2.
5 games to 2.
And the writing is on the wall. One more game for Fahey, and he's 6 love up.
15 love.
Well, Chris, how did you feel having lost your first World Championship battle 7-0? It must be demoralising when you're sort of going into the match thinking that you're going to challenge
Gallery,
this guy.
15 love.
Yes, it is. When you're playing the World Championship, that's the pinnacle of everything you've trained for. And so, Tim started training for this particular match, in January this year. So he's been at it for 4 months. During that period, he's lost over 2 stone and put his body through a great amount of pain. So he's going to be seriously
15-0.
disappointed.
Lovely angle here of the shot from Tim Chisholm. And well, Jonathan Howell was, thank you very much for your comments there. He's now left us. And joining us is Mark Edel. Welcome aboard, Mark.
Thank you, gentlemen.
30-15.
So tell me what's been happening, because I haven't seen too much, to be honest.
What have you been doing?
Trying to fix sound systems, changing the toilets, all those
Second
exciting
gallery,
things.
Second gallery, 30-15.
Well, I'm afraid you're coming in at a sad point.
For who?
I think it's pretty much as you were, really. It's
Yeah.
Rob Fahey has been.
Unless we see a
Pretty
remarkable turnaround, we could be watching the final stages of the 2006 World Championships.
Well, as we said earlier, we do have some exciting doubles lined up for Saturday if this does finish here today.
Server leads, 30-15. Chase the second gallery. Second gallery.
Tim stretching there, is he sort of
Yeah.
showing signs of injury?
We were talking about this a little bit earlier on, that
Second gallery.
there is a rumour that Tim is carrying an injury. He's been having treatment. We'll probably know a lot more after this match.
Lost the chase.
The bits I have seen, Chris, it looks as if
40-15.
Tim's trying to force the ball a little bit
Chase
more at
worse
Rob
than
tonight.
Second gallery.
Yeah, I thought he forced the ball quite
Worse
a lot
than
on the
second
first day too, but he's just too many mistakes.
Yeah. He needed to be on top form, didn't he, really?
30-40.
Very hard playing a guy you've lost to in the World Championship on previous occasions so often. Always feel you have to try that bit too hard.
That could be the case here, I think, isn't it? Set points to Rob here.
Juice.
Good shot. I got back to Juice from 40-15.
There's one of those errors, Chris, you talked about.
See, I watched him play last month in the final eliminator against
Serve
Steve
advantage.
Again. He just didn't make those errors then.
What do you put that down to? Is that tiredness, fatigue, the last few months caught up on him?
No, I think it's mainly pressure. Trying to hit that bit too good a shot.
Yeah. That's the pressure Rob puts on you, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
To hit that fantastic shot every time.
Game in the second set.
So
Well-
seems to set up, really.
Really, quite a simple ball by Tim's standard. That should have been his point.
Now,
Those are the scores. 6-1, 6-2 for today. It's not looking good, is it?
6 games to 1.
Come back
Server
from here,
leads,
Chris.
2 sets to love.
Well, I
Third
think
set,
you're
double.
looking at a 50-1 shot now.
Oh,
has Chris behaved himself up here tonight? Insulted anybody?
Only the Australians, it doesn't count.
They'll be watching now, Chris. The lad's going to win.
I'm afraid I brought up the James Mail subject. So.
And did you get the right answer?
Oh, I got the
15
answer
up.
we expected. So
Well, the subject does need to be aired. It's,
Absolutely.
No hiding away from it.
Chisholm 15 love up here. He now needs to win all 7 sets.
No.
But he needs to keep going because, apart from the fact that he has his
15 all.
dignity to uphold, he should know that, well, he perhaps might even remember that in 1993, Rob was on a Grand Slam, had won the American, the Australian and the French, and he was leading in the final of the British and pulled a muscle. So
Yeah.
that happens now, and Tim's world champion. So he's got to keep going, play that chance.
What's the ruling there, Chris? If Rob some injury or whatever,
30,
what
15.
would happen here?
If he's injured right now, then he concedes the rest of the day's play,
Okay.
and he has to turn up on Saturday, 2 sets all from today, so 6 sets to 2 up.
So he would still.
He's not entitled to any extension.
So it wouldn't be
Chase
4
2
love
and
to Tim
3.
because he doesn't complete the sets today. Then.
Nope, no, the sets to count.
30,
stand.
15.
Okay.
Tim's really going for it at the moment, isn't he? He's really trying to put some
That's
power,
all.
power into his shots.
Sergio. One
We're
chase.
clinging on here, really, aren't we? We're talking about Rob getting injured and things like this.
Well, I'm afraid that's what it's down to now.
Well, we've actually only...
That's
He's
a
got a-
miraculous shot.
Real stride in his step now, hasn't he? Looking confident.
Oh, what a shot that was.
Great shot.
What a brilliant shot that was.
That's the strength we talked about with him.
That really is, you could call that his nail in the coffin, isn't it? That Tim just hits one of his hardest shots. Rob just on a backhand volley just knocks it into the grill.
Yeah.
2 and 3.
Soul destroying, really.
2 and 3. 2 and 3. 40,
Josh
30
Bainton still
receiver.
calling for his man, though. Tim's practice partner. What's he going to say to him right now, Chris?
I just keep him going, really. He's been more than a practice partner. He's been his guru.
Chase Western
It's true.
5. Juice.
Josh has really controlled Tim's diet, his sleeping pattern, his accommodation, everything. Done a good job, too.
Can he help him here, Chris?
Well, not really. Apart from anything else, we have quite a stringent rule on coaching. So he has to be careful he doesn't infringe that.
Western 4 juice.
So he's pretty much restricted to encouragement.
So whose job is it to keep an eye on the coaching? The referee or the marker?
The referee is instructed to keep on it in the dead on, and the marker
No.
where he can, but there are stewards around the...
Western
Okay.
4 and 2 juice.
I think he needs some coaching right now as well, doesn't he? Plus other things. Luck.
Yeah, I think,
Lights to go out.
yeah, I think he needs that injury, really.
So where does the tournament referee actually get involved in situations like, you know, for situations I ever see a tournament referees, well, I keep thinking of Alan Mills being dragged out at Wimbledon when John McEnroe was misbehaving. Does that...
Well, more often he comes
Yes.
out when it's looking like rain.
Chase Western
Yeah.
4.
That doesn't apply to us here.
Doesn't really...
Western
Yeah.
4.
Have you ever had any open aerial tennis courts?
There is an open air one in Scotland.
Right.
That's the place to have it.
So if the ball goes out
Great
of the court,
weather.
you have to open the door and go and get the balls.
Apparently it goes into the cabbage patch.
Yes.
Just had a few people come back to me on the chat room. We've got a couple of, at least 3 Australians in there. 1 Melbourne. We've got Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Fantastic. Hello to everybody down under. Must be some ungodly hour there.
Yes, but they'll be pretty pleased. They have a good record of
Lost the chase in the game.
watching sporting events in the middle of the night. Remember when they won the Australia Cup?
First game, 3rd set.
I hope Rob's father's watching. I don't know if he got the transmission the other night.
Oh,
I think he was trying always to get the 24/7.tv coverage.
Wonderful.
You're welcome. So hopefully more luck tonight.
15 love.
That was too good.
It's a good serve, nice and tight.
This is the winning gallery.
Well, for those of you who are watching us, I know there's a few technical things. There's a bit of software to download, and you need to get Real Player installed on your PC. But of course, those of you watching us will know exactly what you have to do. Well, we've just hit the 1 hour mark, so this is quite short actually in terms of a session play.
Yes, especially bearing in mind they averaged over 40 minutes a set on the first day.
Yeah. Well, two of the games took 20 minutes when in the fourth set on day one, 2 games were 10 minutes long, straight after each other. So far, first set has been 25 minutes, second set 29.
Interesting tactic there, Chris. Tim decided to take the ball on the full.
30-15.
A few bonjours now coming from the chat room, just to confirm that we've got French viewers as well.
Oh, goody.
After Chris's comments the other night, that does surprise me.
Mark, what do you think of the way Rob has changed the technique in this game?
I think it's great. I think it's great to watch. There's power, strength, but he's got finesse as well. He's got touch. The game's just complete. He's got the lot. But I think I've watched him train over the last 10 days, and his training methods have changed. It's just right the way through, from his diet to training methods have changed over the last few years in all sports, and he's brought it into real tennis, and it's fantastic. He doesn't sit back and think, I'm a great player. He's looking for new ways to improve with his skill and his physical ability as well. He was training here with not just weights around his ankles, but a weighted jacket.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which I think the squash players now use, tennis players as well.
Oh.
There you go.
Well, he certainly looks he's 38 next week, so he looks a lean, mean athlete, doesn't he?
38.
30 all.
Well, that one came good.
Where does he go from here, though, Chris? What's his focus? 2 years' time, he'll still be as strong, as quick.
Yes, assuming he wins today, he won't be as strong and quick, I'm sure, but he'll still be defending his title, I'm pretty sure. I fancy it'll be either against the Australian Steve Agona or Camden Revere, possibly from America, possibly Nick Wood,
So
possibly Rory Gunn.
So you're saying if it's a fantastic view of the Oratory Club, with the windows, people watching upstairs. So you're saying, Chris, that we might not see Tim again?
I think this is Tim's last set in tennis.
Better than a yard. Better than a yard.
I hope I'm wrong, but that's the
Yep.
way it's looking to me.
It's just the most fantastic view of the Oratory Tennis Club.
You must be a very proud man, Mark.
Oh, it's great to work. Great to work here. Fantastic facilities. That glass has just added another dimension.
Watch this shot from Fahey. That's not an easy shot to play, is it? He had to run in quickly there.
It's a confident shot when you're winning. Would he have taken that shot on if he was losing?
Just see this point again very quickly. Tim just struggling with the bounce of the side wall.
Game.
Ah,
This could run away with him, Chris, I think, couldn't it?
this could be quick. Yeah.
2 games to love.
Here's the serve from Chisholm. Take that. That's dead bang in the middle.
15 love.
Do you think Tim's given this one up? He didn't move at all for that last shot, did he?
Not properly, no. Confidence makes a huge difference.
Oh, Rob's kicked the wall in frustration. Can we get that one on replay?
30 love. 30 love.
Oh,
There you go.
It's a great right foot.
Worse than a yard, 30 love. 40 love.
Well, is Rob Fahey listening to us? We've given him the title already, and he's sort of not playing the best real tennis we've ever seen at the moment. He's a bit disgusted with himself. Look at that body language.
He's got to keep concentrating, hasn't he? You know, we saw the other day he was 4-love up in a set, sat back. Tim got back to 4-all.
Morning, Chris from Doug Grant.
Receiver leads, 40
Good morning,
love.
Doug.
And another question: who's the match referee? We know who the marker is, but
Kevin Sheldon, who's the head professional at Leamington.
there you go.
40 love, receiver leads, chase worse than a yard.
Then we just got Lockie returned to the
Worse than a
commentary
yard.
box. You've been wandering around the traps, Lockie? Come and take over.
Chris Ronaldson, lovely to have you aboard. Thank you very much. And Lucky Dakar has joined us again.
That's the quickest we've seen Chris move in years.
Well, Tim Chisholm absolutely drilled that one.
Look at him go.
1 game to 2.
Look at this.
Did you see him go there? Look how fast he was.
I didn't even see him. Yeah, I think this is. I overheard you commenting this could be the end of Tim. I think that's probably right.
In total?
Yeah,
15 love.
which would be a shame.
You think another 2 years too much?
Yeah, I do.
What about Rob, though? We're just talking about Rob. Where does Rob go from here, Lockie?
Oh, he'll keep going, I think, until he either either loses or thinks he'll lose, I suppose, or gets injured. It's what he does. He does it superbly. He's built up an amazing record that he's sort of, continuing to enhance.
Chase a
And
yard, 15 love.
at the moment, he bestrides the world, doesn't he? There's no.
Do you think he'll cut back on the amount he plays? He's played a lot of tennis in the last 2 years. Exhibition matches, national leagues. Do you think he'll continue that?
I think he will. It's how he earns his living. And, if you're going to maintain the level he's maintaining, most of the work you do actually is in training. It's not in
15 all.
in matches, particularly 3-set matches and exhibitions. So, yeah, I can't see any reason why he'd cut that back at all.
In 2 years' time, he'll be 40. Do you think he can still live it with some of the young guys who'll come in through?
30, 15.
Nothing wrong with 40.
There's nothing wrong with 40. I'd like to agree
I don't know.
wholeheartedly with that.
I don't know
But
yet.
Ask me in 2 days' time. That's my 40.
really?
Really?
Yeah.
Saturday. We're going to have a game of tennis for you.
I'm going to be on the champagne. There's no doubt.
You must have had a heavy paper round.
Worse than 3.
I can't
15.
at this stage see anybody being better than him in 2 years.
Yeah.
Where do you think the next challenge is coming from, Locke?
It's hard to say. Steve Vergone is the obvious candidate. He got to the playoff final against Tim. He's relatively young. He's a generation behind these guys. And there's nobody better than Steve, younger than Steve, if you like. There's nobody below him.
30,
Camden
15,
Riviere
receiver leads.
started to look
Chase a
pretty
yard.
tidy, but he's...
And he is young, isn't he? How old is Camden?
I think he's 12.
Well, just a quick note here, if I can interrupt. On Tuesday, May the 16th, 9 p.m, we're on Sky Sports 3. There's a highlights programme.
Lost it worse than a yard.
Oh. Right, let's have a quick look at this.
Uproar in the crowd.
30 all, worse than 3.
It's nice that they still care.
So what was that about? Did anybody catch that?
I just think
Just the quality of the shot.
he left the shot and it beat the chase.
Yeah.
So it was a good shot for sure, but if he thought it was going to land where Andrew said it landed, then he would have hit it.
40-30.
Or at least tried to. I think he would have had no trouble hitting that.
There's a warm round of applause there as Rob Fahey takes another point. I think the attitude of the crowd has changed from a sort of hoping Tim can sort of hang on to sort of appreciating some of Rob's fantastic play.
Yeah, I think that's right.
There you go, look at
As
that.
worse than second
Yeah,
gallery,
that hurt.
40-30.
That just missed by a fraction, yeah.
He's thinking that's been my last few days' work. What if?
Few years' work. Really. I was talking to Josh Bainton, his practice partner and confidant. Apparently he's had a little bit of trouble with his left quads.
Yeah, he's had treatment on it today. But he's not going to use that as an excuse. He He
Oh,
came
cool.
out of that feeling good.
Server leads
There's
40-30.
definite limp there, though, isn't there?
Hazard worse
He
than
has a
second
funny
gallery.
way of walking in the nicest possible way, but he almost looks like he's slightly limping on both sides
Yep.
sometimes. It's a slightly loose limb thing, so I'm not sure that that's...
Oh,
Game.
now, do we
3-1.
start to get the trophy out? Presentation party ready?
Yep, absolutely.
Server leads 3-1.
Yeah.
Certainly worth giving it a polish at this stage, I'd say.
Oh, it's been done today already, don't you worry.
Superb.
So
Fantastic trophy it is too.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, not take that one
From-
any
from
further,
afar.
Lockie. No, he's seen it
Quite
from...
close up.
No, very close he's seen it from, but we won't talk about that.
I know exactly what it looks like, just curious about what it feels like.
Uh,
Well, Rob Fahey certainly knows what it feels like.
Yeah, he does. He's
Lifted it on 7
Okay.
occasions.
it's all working for him now too. That was a great volley. Watch this volley.
15 love.
We'll go here. This is it. I think we may have just missed it, yeah.
Missed it? Yeah.
it's a bit of the death throws, really, isn't it? That's a good shot.
30 love.
6 love.
30 love.
Quite a mountain.
Yep.
6 love, 3-1.
But he is 30 love up. I don't think we should lose sight of the positives.
Well, I think looking back, it's certainly that second set on day 1. You really look at that. That was a massive turning point, although we didn't know it at the time. But the way that Rob Fahey came back,
Better than half a yard.
Yeah, that's assuming he wouldn't have been 5-1 up now if he hadn't lost that, I suppose.
but then we saw in the third game, and I remember talking to you about it, Lucky, that the body language from Tim, he was so demoralised in that third, having thought he should have taken the second, and we saw that he actually gave up at some stage in the third at a couple of points where, he was so demoralised.
He had a run. He was 3-all in the third, they were, and he went from 3-all in the third to 4 love down in the fourth without winning a
Server
game.
leads 30 love.
And that was sort of...
Chase worse than a yard.
That's where the last resistance sort of crumbled, really. That was what turned a day lost into 4-0. But you've got to credit Rob also.
Chase 40 love.
For all that Tim might have
Chase better
had
than half a
streams
yard.
of errors and lost heart, it's all about the pressure that's been applied. And he's... Little half-yard chase gone west there.
Just watch this return.
15-40.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
Good serve from Tim.
Tim's,
Oh.
Ooh.
30-40.
Tim served really well, actually.
Better today?
Throughout the match, he served really well. It's one of the hardest things to do to Rob, is to serve to him. Because he can take a whole game away from you.
Yep.
With his return of serve, he's sort of got everything. And I think Tim's serving strategy and execution of, if he had to play this match again in a month, I don't imagine he'd change a thing about that.
Here's a game, Lockie. Tim's 40-15 up, Rob's back to juice.
Yeah.
These are the points he needed to put away.
That would be a scary statistic for the Chisholm camp. The number of times that that's happened. The number of games he's lost having had game points. It'd be loads, I reckon.
He's up 40-15. Now he's advantage down. And stretching too.
And game.
That's too good.
I think that is too good.
And I think that could be the end.
Receiver leads 4-1.
Every time you could see Rob Fahey was going for the dead on there, wasn't it? Over and over again, and Tim was just defending. 4-1.
Yeah.
After 73 minutes of day 2.
Yeah, that's a contrast with day 1, isn't it? The first 3 sets
Yeah.
were really hard fought. And this is going to be like an hour and 20, the way it's going.
This says a lot. Backhand force into the dead on.
Yeah, good view of this. Oh,
That is a great shot.
That's a tough shot to play.
Go.
Yeah, okay.
30 love.
Here's a question for you, Mark. Do you think the balls got harder? The tennis balls have got harder over the years.
In what sense? In just
harder, literally.
no, I don't think they have. I think if anything, they've got a little bit soft, a little bit bigger. Generally, this is a relatively bouncy court anyway, Locke. It's not a severe court. I don't know if that's to Tim's liking, maybe not. Does he want a quicker court?
Chase better than 2. 30 love.
I don't know. It's a severe court the way these guys play, but you're right. By compared with other places, this is an easier place to retrieve.
Yeah.
The balls that gets buried in the corner is easier to dig out. The tan ball's fairly easy to defend.
Hazard second gallery.
I don't know what would suit Tim better. I think if he gets into those long rallies, Rob's technically better. The backhand to backhand thing I've been banging on about.
Yeah.
He definitely wins those rallies. When they stop shooting for targets, he seems to have a definite edge. So perhaps a more severe court would help Tim.
Would it help Rob as well?
Yeah, but what it would do, it'd put the competition into the ability to hit winners and hit targets, where I think they're closer. I still think Rob's actually better at that, but I think that when it moves out into the sort of the long rallies and side to side and floor shots, I think Rob's more better, if you like. So I think that would suit Tim. Well, interestingly, the one they had that was very close at Hampton Court. Hampton Court is big and it's very severe.
Nope.
Not up.
So a chance to go 5-1 up.
Yeah.
40 love. Hazard second gallery.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yep, he gave it up.
I think he knows it.
Oh, yeah. I think he's known for a while. Shot.
Nope.
No.
Look at that. See, this is quite a relatively bouncy court, and that ball, he's got so much work on it.
I know. He is very strong. I was noticing, I went out there and was watching it sort of through the net. And he's a great defender, Rob. He gets a lot back and scrapes a lot back. But if he's not defending, he's absolutely attacking. The moment he gets half an opportunity, he never just puts one back. If he can put a bit of cut on it or put a bit of pace on it or push it to a good length where you're not. He's got a really aggressive agenda.
15 all.
Nice shot there from Chisholm. We are one game away from
potentially
the world title.
Third.
Very high serve.
That's the shot Chris talked about and yourself, Lockie, that he needed to play more, that cross-court boast.
I thought it worked well for him. I thought he overdid it, or rather not overdid it, he did it at the wrong time a little bit on Tuesday. He used it as a sort of a get-out, which is easier to read, but when he played it, when he had a choice,
look at that.
It was very effective.
Oh,
that is a beautiful shot.
Length cut.
There's a bit of an acknowledgement there from
Tim.
I
think that was too good. I don't think he was
30,
just...
15.
I think he's only referring to that shot, actually.
That says a lot about the game. Tim's really out of it, but he's even got time there to acknowledge a great shot from Rob.
Yeah. I think he's a good guy. And he kind of knows when he's beaten, really.
Yep.
Well, we were here for 3 hours and 6 minutes. Oh.
Yeah.
40, 15.
That's too good.
Here we go.
Is he looking for a cherry on top of the ice cream? The winning point?
Well, it was 3 hours and 6 minutes on day one. It's now only 76 minutes. And it's championship point. Rob just takes a little breath. He's having a look around. He's enjoying the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, it's not quite the same as golf, but it's because it's never over till it's over with tennis. But he's like a guy who's walking up the 18th with a 3-shot lead, having hit his second shot close.
Worse than 3.
Yeah. He's 1 point away from equaling the record.
There it is.
And there it is. And Rob Fahey has won the World Championship here at the Oratory School.
Big smile.
It's a warm round of applause. He's a happy man.
Yeah, and
What a
rightly so.
cheer.
It is awesome.
That is a sight for real tennis as well. Look at that.
7-0. We don't get many of those. Certainly not against players the calibre of Tim Chisholm. There you go. Got a bid for a modelling contract. What do you think?
Not at that age.
Nah. 40's not old, but...
Well, I'm sure we're going to be having a presentation any second. I'm pretty sure we've got this set up mic'd up. Well, here's the score. And there you go.
1, 2, and 1.
Up higher or
165, 164, 163.
how's that?
2 2s and 2 1s. It's pretty comprehensive, isn't it?
Looks it now, doesn't it?
Yep. Those numbers don't really lie, do they?
Yeah. Well, today was comfortable for him, wasn't it? Tim Chisholm managed only 4 games today.
Yeah.
And, well, tomorrow, Saturday, we're going to be seeing some exciting doubles action. And we'll be live
Gracefully now, can I?
2:30. We're going to. It's going to be very enjoyable watching doubles. I can't wait for it. It's going to be very exciting, and we are going to be streaming that live.
We will enjoy that. That's 2 amateur players, Spike Wilcox and a real up-and-coming player, Dave Woodman. He's going to be great to watch.
What do I do with this?
And I think Rob and Tim are going to play in that match.
To the victor, the spoils.
Well, I think Rob Fahey and wife.
Girlfriend.
I really don't want to do this.
Oh, the Aussie flag is out.
Look at this.
Thank you.
He's doing that for the Australian audience for sure.
Oh dear.
Put another 7 people on the viewing figures there.
And we're listening to Mr. Howell here.
Great, fantastic quality final tonight, and I think both players deserve another round of applause. So we could just. Bob Fahey, reigning world champion, you've done it again. What a great feeling.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't. It seems a bit weird that it's over already, but you know, I know what it's like to come up and be a bit sore and whatever on the second day. So I'm pleased that it's over, really.
Well, I think some of the tennis that we've seen tonight has been of the highest quality. I don't think we've seen you play much better. What was your feelings going into this tonight's match at 4 Love?
It was a complete new beginning. You know, 4 Love had already disappeared. Came out here tonight to play another match, and that was all I was focused on, really. First point, second point, third point. That's the way it goes.
So back into the bar tonight for the first time for a while?
Yeah, it could be very. For a change, it might not take that long tonight.
Excellent. And is there something you want to say to the viewers back home in Melbourne who are watching tonight?
Yeah, possibly. I'm very sorry you couldn't be here, obviously, but I hope a few of you got up and watched, and it's terrific to have support back home. And Mum and Dad, I hope you're getting some pictures. Hi.
Rob Fahey, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to welcome Tim Chisholm. Tim Chisholm, ladies and gentlemen. Tim, commiserations, but you gave us all a great thrill with some of your tennis tonight and over the last few days. How does it feel? Yeah, I take that one back, but basically you've done brilliantly to get here. You beat Rory Gunn, you beat Steve Vagona. How good was it? how good was this player?
I'll cut you off there. The only reason you play this game is to try and take his trophy. You know, a great world champ. Disappointing that I didn't give him a better run for the money. And wonderful job by the Oratory, ITV. This is a wonderful venue. I hope that quite a few people were able to watch it on television. Again, I would like to give Rob a better run for his money. But, you know, well done, Rob. Congratulations.
Unlucky, Tim. Just getting ready now for the presentation. I'm going to welcome the headmaster onto the court, Mr. Clive Dieter. I've got Alan Lovell with me, who's... evening, Clive. Alan Lovell, who's chairman of the International World Committee. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd like to make a few thank yous to the Oratory School, the headmaster, the governors, for allowing us to hold this prestigious event. So first of all, thank you very much to the Oratory. To all the stewards, the boys that have done all the car parking, the bar staff, and all the people that have helped with making this tournament such a success. They know who they are. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank also our supporting sponsors, Coutts Bank tonight. Thank you very much. To Pendragon for their sponsorship and the fabulous Jaguar cars. There's one on display in the marquee if anyone wants to buy it. To James Simpson of Paul Roger, wonderful champagne, and hopefully we're going to have some more later on. Thank you very much. But most of all, thank you to Laithwaites, who've been the most amazing sponsors over the years and have done this event so brilliantly. I'd like to also, at this stage, to do the first presentations, and that is to our two officials tonight. To Kevin Sheldon, who's refereeing, if he'd like to come forward. We've got a little memento for him. Kevin Sheldon from Leamington, ladies and gentlemen. And to the match marker, the excellent Andrew Lyons from Queen's Club. And now to the challenger from Boston, United States, who gave us a tremendous exhibition of fantastic tennis tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the court Tim Chisholm. Champagne, towels and a glass. And now I'm going to ask Alan Lovell to come forward to present some trophies and some awards to the most outstanding world champion, arguably the best player the world has ever seen, the 2006 world champion, Robert Fahey. Yeah, and then you can say a few words. Can you give us some... Yeah.
You want to say a few words?
And then present the trophy. We'll give him that. Take that back and I'll come back. He also received this generous watch from Maurice Lacroix as a special gift for winning the World Championship. And now I'd like to ask Alan Lovell to present the trophy, the World Champion 2006.
I think, match day is kind of sponsors day. So, John has thanked all the appropriate people and sponsors. These things just don't happen by accident. So thank you very much to all of you. Organising committees, I can only assume these things are a bit of a nightmare to organise, so congratulations to everybody involved. To Tim, well done on, I think Tim got a couple of rackets for Christmas and decided he should probably come back and have a go. And considering that, I think he's done an amazing job, and congratulations. I've said it over and over, but he's, far and away the best player I've ever played. And bear in mind, if I wasn't around, he probably would have dominated the game for 10, 12 years himself. So congratulations. Anybody else? Okay. I'd like to introduce one of the greatest amateurs of all time, Alan Lovell.
Right. Too much. I'm feeling particularly underwhelmed with myself this evening because I'm standing in for His Royal Highness Prince Edward, who would have been presenting to Saturday. But that's your loss, Rob. You get me instead. Jonathan, you said many thanks, but I would like to say one or two others. And especially, let me just start with the Oratory. I think that it's fantastic what has happened to this club. You built 15 years ago. You have made a great success of it as a club. And now these new glass walls and the viewing areas behind are simply fantastic. Yes, may you wave and appreciate the fantastic view. It's an absolute triumph. But it's not just what's happened on the court. I think that everything you have done this week has been a fantastic success. The feel in the marquee is great. And so many congratulations to Mike Alloway and all his team. And also the person who couldn't thank himself, Jonathan, for all your very hard work. The other people I want to thank are the International Real Tennis Professionals Association, who have run this event now. This is the second of 3 occasions on which the International Committee entrusted this great event to them. They have run not just this setup, not just this week, but the whole challenge process over the last 4 months. It has been a fantastic success from beginning to end. Matches were played in 5, 6 different courts during the course of this challenge round, and that means so much in terms of showing the world what a fabulous game we have. So to Susie, to Chris Ronaldson, and to Lockie, in particular, many thanks indeed. I think that those of you who are lucky to come enough to come on Tuesday saw a great contest, and at least a couple of sets Tim could have won. I think today we saw an absolutely sublime performance by the world champion, and one that we shall certainly remember. Tim, if I may say, it's almost from an amateur point of view, the triumph of actually doing another job over the last 2 years, and coming back and winning 2 very difficult challenges, eliminators, and then to put up a show like this is a fantastic performance. And for this young, or actually getting slightly less young man, I think we have seen some great performances during your run, which now going through to 2008 will be 14 years, a fantastic performance. I was just checking up on the records, and only 2 people since the beginning of the 19th century have held this championship for as long as you now have. They were the great Barr and Pierre Echebasta in the middle of the 19th and 20th centuries. Rob, I do just need to point out that they held the title respectively for 33 and 27 years. So I think we can conclude it's been relatively comfortable getting this far, but you do still have a bit of work to do if you're going to take over from them. But I'm happy that there are 2 other great world champions watching tonight, Howard Angus and Chris Ronaldson, but I'm sure they would agree with me that you have taken this game to another level, and it's been our great privilege to watch you do it. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, that sadly concludes the formal part of the evening. I'm very pleased to say that the T&RA have generously hosted tonight's dinner and the wine in the bar, in the marquee. So those of you who'd like to come and take some photographs now, this would possibly be a good opportunity. And then if you'd like to make your way through to the marquee, where you'll be very well received. Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday, just to note, in the place of the World Challenge, we now have a superb exhibition match. Well, it's not even an exhibition match, it's a doubles challenge. Those of you who've got tickets, don't miss out, because it's going to be absolutely brilliantly done. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming, and hope you have the rest of the evening goes well for you. Good night, thank you.
Well, we're now going to see Rob Fahey. Just here's the press, and getting some good pictures. You're going to see these pictures in the press tomorrow. And Mark Edel, you've stayed with me. Mark, just pay homage here to what an achievement we've seen from Rob Fahey here today.
I think, Adrian, we said at the start that he probably is the greatest player ever, and you know, it's 7-love. I think that says it all, really, doesn't it? He's, you know, there was a couple of sets that were close, but at the end of the day, you know, he's strong. You know, there's no one to get close to him, and there he stands, a very, very proud world champion, and he is proud to be world champion. He loves this game. He's got a massive enthusiasm for it, and you know, he'll talk to anyone. You'll find in the bar later there'll be people, and he'll be the last one here, I'm sure, into the early hours in the UK, talking about the game. He is a fantastic ambassador for our game of real tennis.
And the way he's won it, like I think, you know, Tim Chisholm, it's a difficult situation for him. He's just lost 7-0, and I think, you know, it's very hard for him to really sort of say anything at the end of the day. He's been well beaten, and you know, nice words from Rob. He did say if he hadn't been around, he feels that Tim is the best player he's ever played. and feels that Tim would have been equally as dominant as he has on the tour. But do you think that's the last we've now seen of Tim?
Yeah, I think it is. I think that this was possibly one match too many for him since January. He's trained hard. He's travelled the world. He's from Melbourne in the heat to the cold of America, and I think this was possibly just one match in a short space of time too much. And I possibly agree with you that this will be the last time we see him on a real tennis court in a major competition.
Well, as everybody gets ready, here's the final scoreline then, and. Well, day one, I think a lot of people commented 4-0 was pretty tough on him, to be honest. It was 6-2, 6-5, 6-3 and 6-4. Certainly games 2 and 4 were pretty tight between them, and it could have easily been a 2-all coming out the end of day one. I think quite a lot of wise observers that sort of, not myself, but people who spoke to me, including a chap I know well in squash who's seen quite a few of the last World Championships, said that could easily have been 2-2, and for Tim to walk off court 4-0 down is cruel, isn't it?
I think we all knew deep down that Rob's not going to give away a 4-0 lead, and it was that second set. I felt personally that he had to win one of the first 2 sets to give him confidence, put a little bit of doubt in Rob's mind, and it was that second set. That's where it was, but 5-4 down Rob is, and that's where the world champion comes to his best. He enjoys those situations. The rest of us probably get a bit nervous. That's why he plays the game. He wants to be in those situations, and that's what world champions are all about.
Absolutely. Well, 6-1, 6-2, 6-1 was the day 2 scoreline from today, and we've just seen a 7-0. And, from here on in, just to let you know that in terms of the replays, we will have replays loaded very shortly. So if you are watching live, we'll have the high-res replays, and we'll have a high-res plus, which is a slightly higher quality. I think we actually went for 2 higher quality on day one, and we actually had a file that was almost a gigabyte in size. It's quite amazing, really.
That all sounds very complicated to me. I'm just a real tennis professional, and videos are about as much as I can do. So I hope you lot out there understand that.
That's been brilliant bringing this game to you. If you are in the UK, do remember, Tuesday, May the 16th, at 9 p.m, Sky Sports 3. There will be other packages as well later on, but this is the first showing of this programme. And, well, if you are, I'm sure we're going to see some action from the first 2 sets on that highlights programme. Those were key sets in that match.
Can I just take this opportunity to thank 24/7, because this will be the first time lots of us will have seen tennis on the internet live, and I think it's a new day for real tennis. You guys have taken it to another level. We've got the windows, and so I'd like to make a big thank you to one of our members, David Alloway, the company ATD, who have provided us with the windows, done a fantastic job. We've had 100 more people in here to watch this than we would have had. So thank you to you guys, and you've done a fantastic job.
Yeah, I think it's worked well, and I've got, in return, I have to say thank you for having us here. At the end of the day, we've been doing squash for 2 or 3 years, but even when it started, it took some visionary people to actually realise that this was going to be great for the game, and not just be restricted to the television schedules and to a highlights programme that was a month or 2 later. Here we are, live, with the people watching all around the world, and we've just seen Rob Fahey do something spectacular, and I think it's going to be the start of something really big in the sport.
I agree
it's so
with you.
exciting.
Yep.
But, of course, this tournament would not have been possible without some of the major sponsors, and I think Laithwaite's, the amount of money they've put into this tournament has been fantastic.
As John has said in his speech, Laithwaite's have not just sponsored this tournament, they've sponsored... I've been involved with the pro singles for the last 5 years, and they've been very, very generous. And without Laithwaite's, we wouldn't be here. We would not be here today. So I would like to say a personal thank you to Tony and Barbara Laithwaite, who played the game a little bit, and they enjoyed the game, and now they're sponsoring it. So thank you.
Brilliant. Excellent. Well, one thing for those of you watching live, a little bonus, is that Russell Flynn from the 247.tv team has been on court, been taking pictures, and as I watch him now, there will be a gallery up on the 247.tv website. So if you go to the members area and click on the gallery, you'll be able to actually use pictures on your own websites, print them yourself. They'll be top quality pictures, and just give us a short while to get those up. Probably within the next 24 hours, you'll see those up on the website. And of course, there are plenty of other sponsors here involved as well. Jaguar, of course, I've seen usejag.com. They're very happy with their website. They're selling a lot of Jaguars on there.
They are, and I'm sure Rob and Tim were happy with the cars they've been provided for with a few weeks, and I think Rob's got to hand it back tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I'm off down to go and get a real tennis ball signed by the champion, and we'll have that as a little memento on the 247.tv. We are associated with a charity, and we try and auction these little things off wherever possible. And, of course, Saturday, don't forget, the 29th of April 2006. It's a day of destiny for yours truly, who's 40 years old on that day. So,
shall I bring the cake?
Yes, make it a big one. And from 2:30, we'll be here for some real tennis doubles. I'm really looking forward to seeing that, because I certainly enjoy badminton and doubles immensely, and tennis doubles immensely. So I can imagine real tennis doubles will be something special, and I'll be asking you a whole new range of questions, Mark, as to what's going on.
You will. If you've enjoyed this, the doubles, everybody is really worth tuning in for, and the players we've got are going to be fantastic. It is a competitive match, but there'll be some fun out there as well, and it will be great to watch, so please tune in and watch that.
Well, as you can see on court, Rob Fahey is still he's just about to walk off court. I think everybody's had their pictures of him. And, well, Mark Edel, thank you very much for joining us here. I think we've had a great time and a great 2 days. And we'll be back on Saturday. We'll be loading those gallery pictures up. I can see a fantastic picture already. And we'll be loading those up. And also the replays will be coming up shortly. So on behalf of 247.tv, I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. If you've got any comments and any feedback as to the production of this programme, then do email feedback@247.tv. And my name's Adrian Battersby, and hope you've enjoyed this coverage. We'll be back on Saturday for the men's doubles, and we'll see you shortly in 2 days' time.